Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. First week in July, a lot of people are catching fish everywhere. The recent rain put some water in the creeks and in the rivers. Get out there, have fun, and be sure to take a picture and send it to us. You know, we were just fishing with Jason Ryder and Janelle Muser from Melting Point Lures. They make them right in their home, and Jason is here to tell us all about it and to make one.
It's a small business that was created back in 2003. We started out doing custom fishing lures for people locally. We used them ourselves and then did a few shows and found that we could actually do something with this and just build it.
Were you a fisherman first or were you a lure maker first?
Fisherman first. Yep.
So you know what you like then, is that it?
I do, yes. I know what I like and I know what I don't like. So that had a lot to do with this. You did a story a long time ago on Casey McGargle, and Casey was actually a little bit of an inspiration for this as well.
So what lures do you make?
We make quite a few different soft plastics for bass, trout, walleye, and some pike. Mostly we focus on bass. Like we have the small little wax worms there that we just started making 2 years ago for trout. Those have been a hit. We've done some ice fishing stuff too, but primarily we focus on bass.
And I see some jig heads and some other things there. Talk to me about what else is hanging on the wall.
Correct. So we do a lot of tube jigs, Neds. Those have been all the rage the past couple of years. We do our own powder coating. And then we also build buzz baits, spinner baits, and things like that.
So what are you going to make for us today?
We're going to make some 3.5-inch finesse tubes in the color Summer Crawl.
Now, is that your favorite color?
It's not, but it's a good color for this time of the year. I like to use it sometimes for jig trailers. It makes a really sharp looking tube, so we felt this would be a good color to show off. The first couple steps are we're going to take our gun here and we're going to load it into the machine and open the valve, and we're going to pull plastic from this side and this side at the same time, and then we're going to lock the valve, come over and shoot our molds, and then bring our gun back and purge everything into the system.
Are there two different colors in that? Is that
Yes. We have a green pumpkin over here and we have a chartreuse over here.
Okay.
Yep.
So go ahead and do it. This looks like a pretty high-tech machine compared to some of the things I've seen, Jason.
Yes, it's definitely different than the way I used to do it, and I don't know if I would want to do this without it anymore.
How do you know when it's filled? The pressure?
Yep, you can feel it push back.
So how many did you just make?
That was 5, and this is another 5.
Wow. So now you're putting it back in there?
Yep, and it's done.
Cool. How long does it take for these to?
Like a minute.
Really?
Yep. Basically what you're looking for is you want this to tack up so that when you do open, you're not burning yourself.
Okay. So about a minute later, and what do we got here? That's them.
Yep.
And that's a 3-inch tube.
Those are actually 275s, I apologize. There's my 3.5-inch molds there.
Now, do you reuse what's left on the top?
I can't do that with laminates,
Okay.
but in some cases with the solid color stuff, I can do that, yes. Yep.
So these are cooled and what's ready for the next step, right?
Correct. So pull them off the rods. And I usually trim this so that when they're hanging, but then we'll hang them on a rack and let them cure.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to the final step, which is shredding the back ends of them.
And you've got some that are ready to be shredded?
Yes, I do.
So that's it. At what point do you cut them off now, right?
We're gonna let them go a little bit
Okay.
and cure, but then I usually leave these on the sprue simply because it's already counted out.
And where are you found? How can somebody get a hold of you or buy your lures?
So you can look us up on Facebook or Instagram. You can find us there, or you could reach out to one of our shops, Blue Heron Sports or Southside Sports.
Good luck with your business expanding them. The lures that we used, all of those spinner baits and stuff on the river, are now going to be available for you to use and catch fish with. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.